Ignoring God ultimately leads to your personal ruin, for blessings live daily in His Word. Top of the morning to you. So, the book of Psalms has 150 chapters of how God feels about a variety of topics. So, in our efforts to get to know Him more fully, we're going to go through this book highlighting what's important to God. Hopefully, this gives us a fuller picture of the one whom we've been made into His image and likeness. Now, right off the bat, God tells us He personally blesses those who don't hang out and take advice from those who actively oppose God or even those who ignore Him. He calls them ungodly. He also blesses those who keep their minds focused on His teachings both night and day. This He calls meditating on God's Word. God so appreciates these people, He sees them as life-giving trees who bear much good fruit. In other words, everything this person does will prosper. He calls them righteous. God sees those who actively oppose Him as worthless, in verse 4. He calls them wicked also. They will face judgment, in verse 6. For the Lord knows and is fully acquainted with the ways of righteousness, but the way of the ungodly shall perish in ruins. To summarize, God blesses those who keep their eyes, hearts, and minds on Him and His Word both day and night. Notice He didn't just say Sundays or whenever we go to church one day a week. This is a full-time commitment and desire to get to know God better. Equally important in this pursuit is staying away from advice from those who practice evil or want to ignore God. Their practices and those who follow them will end in ruins. In other words, God's Word, make God's Word a priority. The more you do this, the more God blesses you. Have a great day.